नमस्कार, आई बाउ द डिवाइन इन यू। दुनिया के दो देश हैं जो इस तरह से लोगों का स्वागत करते हैं और वो हैं नेपाल और भारत। दोनों ही देशों का रिश्ता हिमालय और गंगा जितना पुराना है। ये बात कही मोदी साहब ने जब वो अपने नेपाल दौरे पर थे। क्या रहा इस नेपाल दौरे में मोदी जी के जाने का असर, इस बात पर हम बात करेंगे और साथ ही ये भी बात करेंगे कि हाउ हैज़ दिस अफेक्टेड द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन द टू कंट्रीज एंड स्ट्रेंथेंड और नॉट, व्हाट नीड्स टू बी डन। एंड टू टॉक अबाउट दैट वी हैव अ फैंटास्टिक पैनल विद अस फ्रॉम द नेपालीज कम्युनिटी लिविंग इन द UK। और आप सबका मैं स्वागत करूँगी। बट नमस्कार, चाय चाटमा तपाईहरु सबैलाई स्वागत छ।
धन्यवाद।
Good. Well done, just like Modi in the parliament. It was amazing to see him starting. So, सबसे पहले हम introduce करेंगे हमारे panel को. On my left here is Uttam Nepal ji, and he has a clothing line, You and Me.
You
That's
me.
right. You me.
You me.
बिल्कुल. Uttam Nepal with a clothing line, You and Me. प्रशांत कंवर, प्रॉपर्टी बिजनेस है जी। कंवर हो आप तो वैसे ही। कुंवर। तो कुंवर साहब है हमारे साथ।
बस।
और उधर एक कूल साहब, कूल आचार्य। He represents the non-resident Nepalese community. On my right here is Mahanta Shrestha sahab, the owner of Montys, and his short लोग प्यार से इन्हें मोंटी कहते हैं।
मोंटी कहते
तो आज भी हम मोंटी कहेंगे।
Please do so, Loveena ji. It'll be very. It's my pleasure.
Thank you and lovely food. हाँ,
Thank you.
इनकी हमें बहुत तारीफ करनी पड़ेगी।
Thank you.
Keep getting good food.
Thank you very much.
Rajen Kandel, a business person, runs lots of business in UK. Mr. Don't tell me your name. I'm going to remember it. No, of course. Kishore Kumar, you remember? Kishore Sapkota. Also representing the non-resident Nepalese community, and a business person, has his own restaurant. Will soon do chai chat.
Most welcome.
Thank you. बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद। तपाईलाई पनि।
मोदी जी की ट्रिप किसी भी भारत के प्राइम मिनिस्टर की 17 साल बाद आगमन हुआ नेपाल में, क्या असर रहा उसका?
बहुत ही असर है। वो बड़ा भाई की तरह है। Not only that, he, you know, I mean, touches my heart and soul. मेरा ही नहीं, सब नेपालियों और इंडिया जो डायस्पोरा बैठा है, उनको सब में ये एग्जाम्पल है। उन्होंने जो दिया है, जो भाषण दिया है, he was the first prime minister in our parliament, and उसने क्या एग्जाम्पल दिया है, उसने जो एग्जाम्पल दिया है वो कहीं नहीं मिलता है। उसने बार बार कश्मीर में गया था, उसका मैं स्पीच सुना, उधर भी नेपाल का एग्जाम्पल दिया है।
हाँ।
जो उन्होंने काफ़ी सीखने का मौका मिला। हमारा नेपाली नहीं है, सारा दुनिया को मैं तो गुरु जैसे मानता हूँ उनको।
Anyone?
Just to add on that, there was a lot of speculation about the politics, Indian foreign policy about Nepal. People were, even though we have a lot of common interest, we have a lot of common, our culture, religiously we are very very close. The recent example of Indian foreign policy to Nepal has been some sort of negligent, or it wasn't that much attention was paid from the central government. I think so. And because of that, and there were the people in Nepal, they felt India is kind of treating Nepal, not respecting Nepal in a way.
Stepbrotherly.
Yeah, but I think Modi has made it crystal clear that India is not there to take over Nepal. It's gonna remain as a independent country, and India will make sure it will provide all the support to Nepal and for its development. And that's, I think that has a biggest fear has gone away. Now all of a sudden people became, oh great.
Nepal, yeah. So it's good to hear. Yeah, there 17 years we had this of no visit from any prime minister between two countries that had shared such close ties. And Nepal की बड़ी strategic position है for, and it's a land-bound country, but so locked in between and China plays a big role. So we'll come to China, but tell me more as to what was it about this visit that hit it?
Oh, it was a couple of things. First of all, he cleared that about Buddha.
Yes, I think that's right.
Buddha was born in Nepal, but वो बुद्ध ने जो बुद्धत्व प्राप्त किया वो गया में किया था.
जी.
फिर भी he was born in Nepal.
Yeah.
That was a bit confused and is going on round and round. But
Indian media में
Yeah.
थोड़ा confuse कर रहा
but
था.
it is so clear, and so many Nepalese people are so happy for that.
Yeah.
And as our friend mentioned that so many changing, and plus whatever he was speaking in parliament, he started Nepalese language. That was the so excited. and
मतलब वो hit हो गई.
Hate to
या
do
वो
it.
इतना हिट हो गया. तो फिर हमारा वो डिफरेंट पार्टी था, कोई कम्युनिज्म, कांग्रेस और एमआलए, वो किसी का फीलिंग नेगेटिव भी था, वो सब क्लियर कर दिया.
और भी उसने जीत बहादुर करके जो अपना धर्मपुत्र
हाँ.
उसने डिलीवर करके आया है, वो जैसा मतलब पुण्य और कहीं भी नहीं है. देखो ना आप, ऐसे ही नहीं आया वो, अपना धर्मपुत्र भी उसको फैमिली से क्या बोलता है
I mean, yes, they showed
रीयूनियन करा दिया.
जी.
दैट वाज अ ग्रेट.
That was
उनका.
great. अच्छा, हाँ, नहीं तो एक जो आपने you picked up on a very good issue कि एक डर था कहीं कि इतना छोटा कंट्री है, थोड़ा सा इतना मुश्किलों से गुजरा है, there's too much of intrusion
Yes.
of India, and he said that we don't want to lead you, we want to support you in
Support
what
you,
you
yeah.
where you want to go.
Yes. After the Modi's
After this
visit,
visit, क्या क्या promises थी जो उन्होंने करी? पहले ये आप
Okay, I think
बताएं. What
Modi's
you have taken seriously.
Modi's visit has shown that it's not only change of Indian government but actually change of regime. When there's a change of regime, means things have changed. In Indian in Indian government, and their foreign policy towards South Asia had changed as well. What has happened after Modi's visit is, Modi ji has won the heart and mind of Nepalese people for sure.
Okay.
I mean, he spoke very well. He highlighted all this relation we had it, and one of the main feature of Modi ji coming is about his message was about the development of Nepal, and he has promised one of the feature of this visit was 10,000 crore Nepalese rupees, which is $1 billion. I mean, Nepal was getting 250 million before, so I think it's one of the highest line of credit within the South Asia. So he sees Nepal as an important, friend and brother, or very close as well.
क्या आपको लगता है कि इस विजिट के बाद कुछ deliverance हुई है? Have there been steps taken, or is it more still just the euphoria of words?
I think when
You feel satisfied with follow-up of this visit?
when Modi fought his election, the message to the common people of India was giving them hope and aspiration. And as soon as he won it, he came to Nepal, and then he gave that aspiration to the Nepalese people also. When he was departing, thousands of people lined out before the airport, so that was the gesture towards him. And in the Nepalese media, in Indian media, there's been speculation, as Rajen said earlier, India acting as a big brother, and then Nepal dominating Nepal always, and then Nepalese people have anti-Indian feeling towards them. That has been going on for a long time. So after his visit, he cleared all those issues. Now if we can work for the mutual benefit, obviously in this age of the world, one country can't dominate each others, and then if there is a biggest country nearby, the other, it has to be looked after, and then there is give and take issues. So people are it's still early to judge that. People, yeah,
So I want to ask, therefore, let me ask it from the other point of view. That what does Nepal need from any country for them to consider that country their close friend? What is it that you expect?
What we expect, is
Which will make someone your best friend?
I think, I mean, every the best friend definition would be depend on how people associate with himself. But I mean, we say Nepal and India have so many close ties, and we've already pinpointed out all this. So for Nepal and India, it should be easy walk to work together. Actually, I think what India needs to do for Nepal is actually not micromanage Nepal through the agency like it has been done before. It needs to be sought out through a political dialogue, just like what Modi did. He came out, he spoke to the people, he spoke to the government, he met different agencies, bodies.
Power.
Yeah,
At
speak
power.
up power. It needs to be top down and bottom up, both the ways.
Yes,
So that's
I
it.
want to,
Loveena, because we are very much common. Culturally, language, everything, you name it, food, everything, we are very much in common with the Indian origin. So there we are not that different. We don't have to go to school to learn the language. We can speak fluently Hindi. Any child, any person in Nepal. So we are very much common. So we can do the lots of business in a bilateral trade.
yeah. So it's easier to work together with
Yes.
India because they also share the language
Yeah.
and culture.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the two biggest
Yeah,
Hindu
I
nation,
think
of
just
course.
to add on that point, the Indian, the foreign policy or the people from Indian representative in Nepal, they were probably focusing on wrong thing. We could easily were quite visible that they were involved in so many micro things in Nepal. The Indian embassy or the people representing Indian government, where they were involved in the political party. We didn't need
We
Indian
need-
involvement there. We need India to do
Support.
a major thing. Like we need a road, we need highways, we
Yeah.
need a transmission
Hit it.
way. These are huge
Basically
things we
hit
need.
it, like hit
So
it. Okay, very quickly, I'm going to take a vote of has India and Nepal, Indo-Nepal relationship hit the right note at this point in time? If you agree, please raise your hand. If you don't agree, then so
I think
has
we
it?
all-
We all agree on
So
that.
we do
Yeah.
all agree
Yeah.
that it has hit the right note. So thank you very much. We have to wind up this segment. And thank you for being with us. By Modi's visit has hit the right note in Nepal. Now, how do we take this further to make the relationship a hit is what we are going to discuss in the next segment. Thank you for being with us, and do stay on because it's going to get a bit spicier as well.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.